We're gonna do something a little different on the channel today. Over the years, I've accumulated quite a few gadgets that have helped make my life a little better or easier. I like technology, and some of these devices I use every day as a part of my wellness program. That being said, I thought it would be fun to show you 7 of my favorites. The holidays are also right around the corner, so maybe this will give some of our loved ones a few gift ideas. As a disclaimer, I don't sell any of these products, I don't represent any of these companies or brands, and all of these products are used at your own risk. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get to it. Number 1, this first one is one of my favorites just because of how cool it is. It's called the Muse 2 Brain Sensing Headband. It's basically a portable EEG device that can literally tell you if your mind is active or calm. It's an amazing tool for meditation. When your mind is calm and settled, you'll hear peaceful weather sounds or even some birds chirping to tell you that your mind is still. The moment your focus starts to drift away from the present, the headband senses this and the sounds will change. You might start to hear stormy weather if your mind gets active. I know it sounds pretty wild, but this thing totally works. If I focus on my breath, I hear soft sounds and birds chirping. The moment I start to get distracted from my breath, it tells me. In fact, it usually tells me before I even realize that I was distracted. It's really a neat piece of technology. It's also not cheap. Amazon sells them for around $250. Moving on to number 2. The second device is a personal favorite of mine, and I use it every single day. It's amazing for my anxiety, for distraction, and even my blood circulation on days when I'm depressed and just can't get moving. It's this angled, vibrating platform for your feet and legs. It sits under my desk, and I wish everyone in the world had one of these. I absolutely love it. The one I have is by a company called Med Massager, and I got it at Costco. My partner got a much cheaper one on Amazon, and it works great. When I'm struggling with severe depression, I don't move enough. It can be painful to even take a shower sometimes. That might sound strange to some people, but polar warriors know what I'm talking about. The physical benefits of using this machine are great. It's almost like moving your legs without needing to leave the house. It's not a replacement for exercise holistically, but it's really good for those days when I can't move as much. Like I said, I use mine every day. I love the way it feels, and I know it's good for my health. Number 3. This next one might sound a little cliche and not as interesting as the first 2, but it's still a good one. This would be an electric toothbrush. I spent years brushing my teeth with a manual toothbrush, and when I'm depressed, I don't brush very enthusiastically, if at all. Surprised dental expenses have been a huge trigger for me. Everything is going fine, and then a tooth decides to fall apart. It always causes a lot of stress in my life. If you get an electric toothbrush, try to get a good one if it's financially feasible. Those little AA battery-powered spinning ones don't last very long. My partner and I got a set of Sonicare brushes online, and we love them. So now for number 4. There's a company called Pegasi that makes these really cool light therapy glasses that I use during the fall and winter months. Please be extra careful with products like light boxes, therapeutic lamps, and even these glasses. Light therapy has been shown to cause mania in some people with bipolar disorder. I use my Pegasi glasses in the winter to help with seasonal related symptoms, and then I'll put them away in the spring. That works for me, but that doesn't mean it'll work for you. Do your research, talk to your doctor about it, and you can find them on Amazon if you want to check them out. Moving on to number 5. This is another personal favorite of mine, right up there with the foot massager. This would be a robot vacuum. I jumped on the robot cleaner bandwagon, and it's been really good for my mental health. When I'm depressed or overwhelmed, it's like having a friend come over, vacuum my place, and then leave without a trace. It makes me feel like things are still getting done when I just can't do anything. Now, I didn't spend $500 on some crazy laser GPS self-emptying one. I spent a little over $200 on an Anchor brand vacuum, and it's perfect for my little place. My parents got the same one and they love it. So number 5 on my list, the family favorite, is a robot vacuum. Number 6, one of the most useful gadgets on this list would have to be a Fitbit or any type of smartwatch tracker thingy. It's remarkable what these things can do. They track your different stages of sleep, how many steps you've taken or calories burned. They can remind you to get up and stretch or move throughout the day, and so much more. If you want to see something really interesting, check out the data over a period of time in relation to your bipolar mood swings. I'll bet anything you moved a lot more when you were manic and a lot less when depressed. Check out the data on your sleep too. Sleep is probably one of the best metrics I have to gauge my mood. I can take one look at a graph of my sleep patterns and tell you when I was having an episode. Any tool that can give us data like that is invaluable. We've made it to the last one on my list today, and I think I saved the weirdest one for last. Now, mind you, this was a manic purchase and the only thing on this list that I don't use regularly. This giant Star Wars looking helmet thing is actually a Bluetooth controlled head massager. It uses these tiny air pumps to inflate and deflate these little air pillows around your head. It even plays relaxing music if you want. The result is a very weird robotic head massage. Now, I love head massages. I love them so much that I jumped on buying a machine that could give me one anytime I want. Unfortunately, after about a week, I stopped using it. It's just not for me. It's cumbersome, it's rather noisy while it operates, even with the music, and I can't really lay down while using it. I wanted to like this thing so much because the concept is so cool, but like I said, it's just not for me. Now let's make the comments interesting on this video. I want you guys and gals to share the craziest thing you've ever purchased while having a manic episode. There's no judgment, just have fun with it. Please keep the devices G-rated and be kind to others, of course. As always, I appreciate all the time you spend watching my videos, and if you're new here, a very warm welcome to the Polar Warrior community. Stay well and stop by the channel again soon for more Polar Warrior videos.